Hello, I'm here, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. I basically forgot that I was going to stream. I was editing. I'm eating my breakfast right now. My phone just buzzed at me. I don't have anything prepared. I have just basically turned everything on. That's not use that. I don't use this. That'll be fine. Let's go. It's me, Hugo. That's my name. I could say anything in the starting bits of these streams because no one shows up to like the first couple seconds, first minutes in some cases. Like I could commit a lot of things. I could admit to all manner of things. Hold on, babe. I'm still eating my breakfast, even though it's 2 in the afternoon. Because I forgot to have any and time got away from me. How you doing? I was editing earlier. I was starting to edit a video that I'd had sitting around for a while. I started to edit a War Thunder video that I've had lying around for a while. Turns out there was a lot less in that than I thought. I only had about 5 minutes of content in that, so I basically wasted time editing something that wasn't even ready to be edited yet. But other than that, I've started to do no one really watches the BattleBit videos, but I like making them, and well, I kind of do. And as I've said before, it's my channel, and I'll do what I want. 5-minute War Thunder content. I used to do like the content that I used to put out used to be a whole lot shorter. If you go back to the start of my channel, you'll see that my videos were never any longer than like 6 minutes long. And they were a little bit more edited as well back then. Like, they're a lot more snappy. They weren't as good. Hi, Justin. How you doing? Yeah, probably because of the contrast of BattleBit content. Yeah. I mean, BattleBit's dying out. I will say right now, there's so much content. Just because of you, Zombie. Just because of you. Not great new Red's fucking with you. How am I doing? I could be doing better, but, you know, that's just how I always am. Oh well. When I started doing medication a long time ago, I'm not on it anymore because I gave up, but it was always horrible because you get horrible side effects. They go away. For me, they went away. It was I had antidepressants. The side effects went away eventually, but for those first couple of days, it was horrible. But yeah, I don't think BattleBit's dying away. I've told you. I mentioned that a minute ago. It's I checked this morning. I keep checking Steam charts, and the peaks of the graph are gradually going down. There's just nothing else that I want to play at the moment, and considering I only remembered that I was meant to stream about 15 minutes ago, I was like, I'll just play this, and we'll work it out as we go along. You know, if anything, push goes to shove, we could play Baldi's Basics or whatever. I don't know. Your bread just ended. Well, you need to buy some more. Currently feeling like you're on a boat in rough weather. You feel sick. That's have you tried spinning around in a circle? Just get it over with. It's probably gonna hang out either 10 or 15k since it's a good game. Yeah. I hope it doesn't die out, but like, I think it might suffer. One thing it might suffer from is the current play. By the way, I've got all the attachments for this now because I've been playing it loads, and I've even got this, which is just a horrible sight to use in game, but it's funny nonetheless. And you can attach it to the canted side, to the side. Oh, I ain't got this yet. Oh, I thought I had more. I don't know if I'm gonna get that to 1,000 because I've been using the Scar H, which is a pretty good gun. But yeah, it's gonna this game will kind of I think it'll die out, kind of, like in terms of large games it'll die out, I think. But then again, this was never a large game. But one thing that I've noticed quite a lot is that there's a lot of the sweaty players have invaded this game quite a lot. What's that? There we go. The sweaty players have invaded, and they've discovered the best ways to play it. It is the same with every game. I don't know if I remember Split Game. The problem with that game is it was being arena shooting when the John died off long ago. I don't remember that now. That grenade got pretty close. I'm bleeding. Hold on. There we go. Battlefield just update. That's true, yeah. It's just because this is a non-standard game. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those games that kind of popped up out of nowhere. I'm just, you know, I'm cynical when it comes to things like this. So, I always expect games to die out within like 10 minutes of them being released. Maybe that says more about the type of games that I play as opposed to the games that are coming out. Because, like, you know, I brought it up before. I played that game that I brought up in the past that I can definitely remember. Why have I got such a bad brain? It's probably because I sleep for like 10 hours a day. New World, that was it. That was the game I was thinking of. New World popped up. Didn't pop out of nowhere in this instance. It was the game that was overhyped and then didn't give what it promised. But still, that was the game that I was somewhat excited for that died off immediately. Sleep more. If I sleep for 20 hours a day, those 4 hours should be really productive. I've just my sleep schedule has been awful. Today I had to wake up a little bit early because I'm expecting a package, but which didn't actually arrive early on because I woke up early to expect it and then got a text say like with its time slot, and so I was like, oh okay, I just go back to sleep then. What the fuck is? I'm gonna mute that one.
I was reloading.
But I wasn't. Haha! I've learned that you know when people shoot, when people die and you can hear them, that doesn't go to the person. It's just anyone nearby. I thought that it was going to the person like in Call of Duty, but it doesn't. It just turns your mic on. I learned that when reading things the other day. Which means that, you know, anytime that I've screamed and shouted and been, you know, pissing myself because I've been shot from a distance has meant nothing. And that truly no one did hear me, apart from my teammates nearby. What are you doing? There's no one in there. Stop that. I don't think there is. What? Yes, I don't, simply because I don't really know. Okay, we're going down here. I wasn't, because I didn't really know if I expected to stream today. I almost just didn't. I don't know how long this stream's gonna be or how good it's gonna be.
Sigisk Nozel just subscribed with Prime. When my grandma turned 91, she did PT just for fun. When my granny turned 92, she did PT better than you. When my granny was 93, she did PT better than me. When my granny turned 94, she did PT more and more. When my granny turned 95, she did PT to stay alive. When my granny turned 96, she did PT for the kicks. When my grandma turned 97, she did PT and went to heaven.
What the fuck? Is yeah. Thanks for resubbing. But what? Are you talking about PT the game? Are you claiming that every year on her birthday your grandmother plays PT? I could not play PT. I was half joking about Baldi's Basics earlier. I don't even think I could play that. I didn't even know what it was until last night when I learned it was a horror game. And now that I know it's a horror game, I definitely am more scared of it than I should be. Personal trainer pastime on TF2.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'd be disappointed in my grandma if she was playing pastime, to be honest. My grandma needs to know better. My grandma would know better. PT is physical training in the army. Ah, okay. I like to think more like that she was playing PT. Holy Basics is horror. It's horror in... It says that it's horror. When you try and play it, it's like, beware, this is a horror game. You might die if you play it. That's what it says when I load it up. Don't look at my shooting. Don't look at that. My shooting was fine. Come on, reload. There we go. See, look. Oh no, no. Oh. Less horror than FNAF. Still horror, yeah. I'm never gonna play FNAF, by the way. That does scare me. Not because like, you know, the scary haha Freddy jump scare, but because I just don't like. I don't like jump scares. You know, the actual everything about it at its core isn't scary. It's just that the jump scares are scary, and I don't like that. My poor old heart can't take it. No. You had a great day today. Thank you for not asking. How was my day? I've been just dandy. I've been perfectly fine. And I'm glad that you had a good day. See, I can't be expected to treat all my followers with the equal amount of respect. Some of you have to suffer. It seems like an unnecessary... Some of these seem redundant. That one's not even connected to anything important. Some of my followers will get abused in the long run. Don't look at those shots. They were perfectly fine. But nah, I've been putting off doing a lot of different things, and so I've got to kind of do them, and I don't want to do any of them. I've got a stream from the other day. I've got the other day's stream to watch and work through, but which is a good stream, and so like I want to make a video out of it, but I just don't want to watch it because it's 3 hours long. I don't want to do any. I don't want to deal with it because it just. I just get bored. You're only, but you're not only my follower. You're my mod, my subscriber, my follower, and my business partner. That is true. I treat you with the utmost respect, otherwise you're going to cancel my Netflix subscription. I need my Netflix subscription. How am I going to... I don't know if I can make that joke on Twitch, so I'm not gonna make that. I'm not gonna make that. How am I gonna watch my shittily subbed and dubbed anime? Yeah, how am I gonna watch JoJo? If any of you know about some of the benefits, there's one specific show on Netflix that I was gonna make a joke about. I don't think I can make that on Twitch. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that. I can stream just to stream. You're not wrong, but the problem is that like some of the streams that I stream, something good will happen. It's like I want to keep it, but then I want to go down. I'm like, well, what else did I miss if I thought that this was good? And they're like, I might, yes, the one with the toddler, yes. The show called Cuties. I can do a few streams on it. Don't worry, I know that I can do this. It's just the way that I edit it means that I end up with a lot more stuff than I say. I like complaining and I like making my life sound harder than it is, okay? Let me be the victim. No, I do. It's just
No. I love you guys. I love you. I'm gay.
I'm just going over here. I don't want to. I don't know what's. Oh no, I've gotten stuck here. And anything can happen now.
I'm gay, guys. Are you love me?
Am I gonna watch Peppa Pig?
Run, guys, run. We can do it.
My heart is tough, alright. Imagine waking up and seeing a show full of weebery. I know. And thinking that's not enough. Actually, the worst part about my show full of weebery is the fact that it's all dusty and I haven't looked after it. And the fact that, you know, a long time ago, I ordered some new stuff for it and they just never turned up. And I'm annoyed. I sent the people an email. I said, hey, where's my shit? They were released ages ago. Can I have it, please? And they just didn't respond. An automated response came through after a while, being like, yeah, we fucked up somewhere along the lines when doing some of our, when changing over some of their internet, their website infrastructure and the way that they ship things, and we're working through a backlog of complaints. Which I say, that happened possibly about 6 months ago. Why have you not fixed it yet? Where's my shit? So yes, that's if any of you ever want to buy figures of any kind, and you go on the internet and say anime figures in the UK, or maybe just anime figures in general, and you get a website called Anime Gami, don't buy from them because they are shit. I used to love them. I used to sing their praises. I've got a 5-star review of them. I loved them. Now they're awful and I hate them. Worst of all, I'm gonna miss RuPaul's Drag Race. Do I use organic glue on the female figurines? No. I use synthetic. I haven't got any female figurines. That's a lie. I just realised. I remember that. That's a lie. Yeah. Good. You, oh, he's doing none. Yo, Zach. Let me go. I've used horse glue. Hey, if a horse breaks its ankle and you can't race it anymore, you got to use it for something. You can't. They're not useless just because they can't race. Alright. I've actually got JoJo music playing in my head right now. Because I always do for some reason, because that's just something that YouTube... I don't even watch JoJo, but, you know, YouTube thinks that I love it.
God the fucker.
Yeah. But yeah, I use real organic horse glue. Do they actually make horses out of glue? Do they make horses out of glue? Do they make glue out of horses? I think they do. I think that is something they do. Oscar's like gorilla good horse. Do I like racing games or am I into them? Not really.
Being flying.
I don't really hate them, but I've never really gotten into them too heavily. That tank's still on its way.
Yeah, sniper on the rooftops. This is the bad spot.
Snipers on the rooftops. Everybody scream your heart out. The singer of that song is a paedophile, so I can't sing that. Why is it so hard for people who make good things to not be paedophiles? You just want to enjoy content on the internet and just songs. Stop diddling kids. You brought Automobilista 2 the other day and you're in love with it. Is that... I assume that's not like... That's not a game about ballistas, is it? Like, you know, driving ballistas around. Or ballistae. I assume that that's, you know... Like that's like car in a different language, or like racing or something. It's a car racing sim. Ah. The thing is, I do like them. I haven't played one of them. The last one I played was... I played for like probably about an hour. I played like Forza 5, I think. Forza Horizon, one of them. It was on Game Pass. I know it's not a racing sim, that's an arcadey racing game. But I wanted to play some of it, but I've just never really gotten into them. Yep.
Oh, can I get the heal kit?
Yeah. You can.
Thank you.
There you go. I like... I've been playing, in terms of sims, sorry, in terms of simulator games, I played a bit of, oh, what is it? I played some Flight Simulator the other day. I've been playing that a little bit. Not a huge amount, and for the most part, I've just been flying around in the F-18, just terrorizing individuals with my afterburners on. I like flying up beside people who are, you know, like flying properly. You see someone like in a 747 or a Boeing or whatever, and they're flying around just like a normal civilized human being. I like flying up to them and just flying around them, not doing it, not being a nuisance to them, just flying alongside them. I think if I like, in terms of racing games though, I think I much prefer like, you know, arcadey games, like Mario Kart. If you know, you could say that I'm into racing games because I do really like Mario Kart. I'm very good at Mario Kart. Like, what's this drawing up to? I was really good at Mario Kart 8. You got Crew 2 on your PlayStation 4 gaming system, and just say it's so weird. One of the modes you liked the most was the Derby mode, which is pretty fun. So you got Wreckfest, which is more racing than Derby, but you still have to play a bit more of that. I liked Split Second. That was a very good racing game on the Xbox 360. That's a game I really liked. Because as you would go around, you'd build up like your special meter. You'd build up your special meter, and then at the end of it, yeah, you build your special meter, and then you could use it to blow up enemy players by like dropping explosives down. And if you got enough, you could change the layout of the track. That was always fun. I think, no, I won't have it because I got rid of it a long time ago. But that was a lot of fun. Because it was just a high-speed racing game where you could just blow things up. There's really cool tracks for them. You took an F1 car around the old Nordschleife. Nordschleife? Is that? Am I close for that? Schliefe. Schliefer. That has no saved features. The track is bumpy as hell, and there's certain thrill goes 300 kilometers an hour, 300 kilometers an hour over bumps through a corner. There's immediate death right beside the racetrack.
Oh shit, I need healing.
So that,
Thank you.
that's the that's the fun part about racing games. But I could never. I'm not very good at driving in racing games, you know, which is why Mario Kart's great. I liked the idea of crew. Or the crew, I don't know if it's, I don't know, but I liked the idea of it. I got the first one for free a while ago, and I just didn't really, it was a cool idea, the idea that it's like a shrunken down version of the US that you can go across. I think that's right, unless I'm thinking of the wrong game, but I believe that's the correct thing. It was like a shrunken down version of the US that you could drive around. Because I like games that are, I like the idea of driving around real world locations. That's why Flight Sim's so cool. But I think I just kind of, I just never really, it didn't really hold me for very long. Most games don't, to be fair, but, you know. Oi, 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 oi. He turned into Luigi, he did. Mama Mario? Mama Mario? Mario! Do you need to... No, he's alright. Mario! Mario? That's his legs. That's a game I've wanted to play. I wanted to play Luigi's Mansion for a while, but I've never gotten around to doing it. It was too smart of a game for me when I was younger, so I never played it. What building was these guys in? I think it might have been this one. I've fallen out? Okay, I think we've dealt with it. Do it. Four of us out. Do it on stream, Luigi's Playboy Mansion. I probably shouldn't have respawned, but never mind. I don't know, like, it's one of those, this is you know, this is speaking on the sort of like the meta sense of streaming. Or, sorry, fuck, I'm being pretentious. I'm just talking about, I don't know how to stream single player games. I don't know if that sounds weird, but like, on multiplayer games, I can, you know, it's a lot about just me playing and talking. In single player games, I've got to kind of commentate on what I'm doing and everything, but I never think about that while playing games. You know what I mean? I overthink those. No in-flight movies are food. Shut up. I failed the quote of the best game in the world, okay? I've got it written on the wall next to me. I was trying to quote Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know. Who killed this guy? Oh, wrong one.
Thank you, Meg.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
Thank you.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
I am reading that, zombie, by the way. I'm not just ignoring you. Don't worry. I have read it. But yeah, I know. I know it is basically the same. It's just,
There is
I don't
no
know.
cock
Hi,
like
hello.
horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
It was the sort of sentence that I was like, I don't think I need to read this out loud. I probably should, you know, being a Twitch streamer and everything,
There is
but
no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into into shock.
Medic.
You're not,
Die soon.
you're not saving up for the, you're not saving up for anything, Siggy. You're not saving up for the, to be able to, use the climb
There
range.
is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
Oh, enemy there, yeah, it is. Okay, bank. This, I mean, these are 3 points for me, but still.
Help me.
Horse cocking is good enough for you. Right, Halo. I'm gonna make it a point now from now on. It's sad. I'm gonna make it a point from now on, Siggy, that I've never asked you how you are.
Ciao Franco, ci vediamo. Ciao Franco.
But yeah, I know I should try it, Zombie. I never mean to make it sound like I ignore people when they say something, and then I'm like, all right, and I just never do. I've got a suspicious mustache that guy has. This building's coming down. Is it? Where's the next one? No, that looks like a building that's vibrating.
Thank you.
Yeah, the building, yeah. Uh-oh. In life, it's not about weight, status, possessions, love, care. It's about horse cock. When in doubt, horse cock out. What? This is gonna sound, you know those like the TikToks and the videos of cats singing that Monday has me broken. How do people make those? Like, what do they use? There's so many like meme effects that like things that you see on like TikTok that I'm like, how do people make these? Can we have an emergency break glass horse fallacy breading? A case of emergency break cock. Probably green screens. I don't get me wrong. No. I know the basics of typing in, you know, lizard spinning green screen effects on YouTube. I know how to do things like that. Yeah, I would mean it more like when people you see, so like there's a meme of a cat with a fucking human ass face singing Monday has me broken, and it's like, what? How do people make that? I assumed that it'd be like, you know, some things it's like face app, whatever, for sure. You know, there's all manner of things. But I find it hard to believe that because there's also just in general just certain memes that have certain effects in them. That I'm like, I have no idea how they make those, because I can't do that in like Premiere Pro, so they must be using either something else or like After Effects. But I find it hard to believe that like 90% of the youth of today have access to After Effects, pirated or otherwise. I would never pirate such a thing, because I'm scared of getting in trouble. Even if it is unlikely. What if my internet gets removed and then I have to tell my dad that I was pirating After Effects and that's why we can't use the internet anymore? Enemy Madmen. Have I ever seen him? Whatever, however I pronounce that name. Yeah, I have. The people who make memes are like impressive.
Medic, get me, medic.
What if the MI6 finds about my Wimrod trial? That's it, it's over. It's all over. Does anyone use WinRAR anymore, or has it just become a meme? Because I use 7-zip. I do and have used 7-zip for like the past like 10, probably, you know, you could probably even just round it out to the past 20 years. Well, I remember using it a little bit when I used to mod Minecraft before I learned about 7-zip, but like even back then I was like, why is WinRAR, why is the trial never running out? I know that, like you say, it's there's no reason to pay for WinRAR. And I'm disappointed in you two using WinRAR. I don't really know how it differs to any other any other one of those tools, but still. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get like a non-intrusive sponsorship by 7-zip. I'm gonna have like, you know how people will have like Intel or whatever in the corner, or like G Fuel or whatever. I'm just gonna have 7-zip in the corner. I think the you know, 7-zip stocks are down right now, and so I need they need the support of streamers like me. You can't pay the trial never runs out. It's for big businesses and each pay. It's just one of those things that's like it's free for individuals, but businesses have to pay. Yeah. It's like how some stocks, it's like some stock music like Monster Cat. Are like if you're not making money off your content, you can use their music as much as you like. But the moment you start making money on it, you have to start paying for it. Monday left me broken. Hiding under the stairs. What's an enemy drone? Tunes right. I should ask 7-zip if I could join their content creator program. I'd love it I'd love like some just random corporation to have a content creator program like 7-zip, just something that has nothing to do with the internet, but just out of nowhere it's like, yeah, I'm part of the I'm part of the content creator program for 7-zip. In sense of internet crime, they barely do anything. They can barely do anything with drug selling. Don't mean false advertising, actual crimes. Even Google ads, let alone some guy in his house pirating editing software. Yeah, I know. It's very the internet's very weird when it comes to crime. There's very little that can actually happen, and it's usually the people who are like supplying like the criminal activity. Like if you're out there uploading torrents of Shrek 2 or like Pirates of the Caribbean, then yeah, they might find a way to do you. But if you're downloading, you know, My Little Pony Friendship is One Love or whatever, season 6, I don't think you're gonna get in that much trouble. Like Kellogg's Creator Program or Tesco. Today's stream is brought to you by Asda. Asda. For when you're too poor to go to Waitrose. It's just nothing. That's not. Asda for when you don't like Tesco. There's literally channels on Twitch streaming entire TV shows that don't get in trouble, and Twitch doesn't do anything against it. It's the internet's weird for that. It's like the it's like how YouTube has very strange rules on nudity and sexual content. If you just say that it's educational, you can get away with anything. It's a little bit different, but you know, I wanted to bring it up somehow. That there's a video out that went viral of some guy spreading his arsehole on YouTube. I didn't watch the video. I just saw that Moist Critical talked about it briefly. I just you know, just in case you didn't know. Hi Minion. I know you said hi to chat and not me, but I'm squeezing myself into I someone said into you. That's not what I meant. Tesco for your cool in the hip and hate Asda. That's the real like civil war that's going to happen in the UK, whether you shop at Tesco or Asda. But the thing is, it's a video. It's an educational video. He's not like sticking his thumb up his arse and like, you know, just sensually moaning and looking into the camera. It's nothing like that. He's like spreading. He's like teaching you how to remove hair from your arsehole. But he is like an attractive young man, and so I think it is a little bit like, I think it is a bit. There is a bit of a sex thing going on, you know. But I'm not too sure, because like I said, I haven't watched it. I didn't want to. That's a lie. I did. I just never looked it up. That's the lie is that I wanted to watch it, but I just never. I forgot to look it up. So if it's ugly, it's fine. No, I never said that. I'm just saying. I'm saying that that it could be considered pornographic. I don't know if it is though.
So we can wrap it down. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you.
Oh, look how polite everyone's being in this. This game is a whole lot better during the day. Like, me and my friend played it in the evenings, over a couple of evenings recently, and everyone's a whole lot quieter at night. I get sliced up by this little bird. Alright, I'm just gonna go.
Thank you.
Being nice. You binge the binge. I'm a binge eater, alright. Get off! Put the gun away. Alright. There's enemies here. Ow, 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 ow! Ow!
Fuck you!
I'm leaving, yeah, I'm not. Weird. If it was a fat geezer, it probably would have gotten deleted. Yeah, probably. Absolute geezer. A big bloke, some people might say. I almost said fastidious. I don't know what that word means, so I'm not gonna... I was gonna say a fastidious fella. I don't know what that means. What's the official definition, British definition of a geezer? I don't know. You don't. There isn't a definition. When you see one, when you know it, you know it. It's one of those things. You can't describe it. But when you meet a geezer, you know you found a geezer. Ow. I'm trying to think. There's a guy. There's one of the EastEnders characters, Phil Mitchell. If you've ever watched EastEnders or know about EastEnders, Phil Mitchell, he's a geezer. He's a proper geezer, he is. But alternatively, you can have, you know, just some like bright red cherry-faced old man who's like weighs 600 pounds, sat in a chair holding a beer, saying, you know, Good Brexit, am I right? Today we have a scoop story about endless bread past Russian history exam by only listening to Rasputin. What's the story? Well, Salty, I'm glad you asked, because there might be some people here who don't know the Russian history Rasputin story. Well, in fact, during my AS levels, I didn't study for my Russian history exam, but what I did do is listen to the song Rasputin on repeat on the day of. And I actually got my highest mark in my AS levels did come from my Russian history exams, so I would say that it worked. That the song Rasputin provides enough information about the story of the Russian revolutions to pass the Russian history exam. It's a bit like a kilogram. It's defined by one metal ball, and a geezer is defined by a Phil Mitchell guy. Kind of, yeah. If you don't know what EastEnders is, I don't know if Phil Mitchell's still in EastEnders because I never watched it because it's awful TV. It's a soap opera. It's a soap opera that comes out daily, set in the East End of London. Surprisingly.
I'll get you.
What mark was it? I got a C, I think. Thank you. I did not. Just because it was my best doesn't mean the rest of them were any good. My AS levels were the exams where I got a grade of 0 on one of them.
Actually,
Oh, nee. What is their budget per episode if they can release a new one every day? Probably about £6.50.
I need
honestly.
ammo. Kut in deze. Gewoon echt.
Like it is basically it's pocket change. But the thing is, it's such a popular show that they probably do have quite a lot. It's on the BBC as well, so it's obviously going to be pretty valuable or pretty well funded, really, because of how popular it is.
What? Boy.
I love those screams. But no, it's awful, and there's always something bad happening. There's never they've built their own. You know how like people build like to make TV shows. They build sets like in a what's it called? In a sound stage or whatever. EastEnders has its own town, well, not town, like streets that they've built in London somewhere to film it in. I think you can get like tours to go around. You get tours and like run around it. But it's one of those shows where nothing good ever happens. I don't know if I don't know if I explained that. Like all will be resolved, and then like the moment then something else is there's always something going on. Whoa! Oh! So it's horrible. It's like, you fucked my wife. Oh, they don't say that because it's the BBC. It's BBC prime time, so they won't say that. Oh, you slept with my wife, and I'm gonna kick your head in. You owe my dad £40,000, and now I'm gonna kick your head in. And they always, every episode ends on a cliffhanger. Every single episode ends on a cliffhanger. I don't think there's ever been an episode that doesn't land on a cliffhanger. It has been going on for longer than I've been alive. I don't even think it would be possible for me to watch every episode of it. And if I did, I'd probably kill myself. So yes, don't ever. Don't ever watch it. Don't even ever consider it. If anyone says, "Hi, Siggy, you're attractive. Do you want to come to my house and watch all of EastEnders with me?" Say, no. No amount of big titty goth GF is gonna encourage me to watch EastEnders. It always ends on the same, like, the intro and outro to the song is exactly the same as well. But to the song, whatever. The intro song is the same as the outro song. And it's a very iconic song within British TV. I'll play it in a minute, actually. I'll play some of it just to, so you know. To be fair, you've probably heard it. You might have heard it. Actually, I'm gonna do it now. I don't care what's going on in this game. Let's look up the EastEnders song. EastEnders. Look. It's this. It's been this for the past, like, 40 years. That's Phil Mitchell, that is. That's the geezer, that is. I think that's Phil. I don't actually know. But yeah, it's awful. It's shit. Is the Bandicam logo also part of it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, yes, it never gets, nothing ever gets resolved. It just keeps going. They just keep adding on to it. It's and every Christmas they have like a crazy event that'll happen, and it's crazy in terms of, like, you know, soap opera, but like they'll have something explode or something, and every Christmas they have a live show. The Christmas episode is always live, which I couldn't stand watching it, you know, recorded, let alone seeing it live.
No.
Explode a live audience. It's not in front of a live studio audience. It's not like that. It's just you know, it's just like live streamed. All right. Get rid of that. That's a flashbang. I'm blind. Oh, I'm bleeding. I just killed 2 people while my eyes were effectively shut. Explode everyone's house. But the thing is, that's the kind of thing that they do. I mean, they don't blow up the entire street, but they will just like blow up a whole house, or they'll have someone get shot or something like that. And it's like, what? Like, how is there anyone left alive on the EastEnders street? Because everyone just keeps dying. But no, it is just the worst of the worst, just trash. And it's like it's because of the way it is. It's like you just end up getting caught up in it. Like people who watch it end up getting caught up in it, and they can never stop watching it. You know. And with the fact that it comes out every day, you don't really have to wait very long for each individual episode. It is a soap opera at the end of the day, which I don't really know what constitutes a soap opera, but they are usually very much just designed to just keep going and have no one's ever happy in a soap opera. If anyone so much as flashes a smile in a soap opera, you know they're about to get their shit rocked. I'm gonna get my entire channel deleted for showing that intro. I risked it all just to show you how awful it is. Oh no. I got killed by blasphemous. Ah.
Thank you, bro. Man.
Imagine your favorite EastEnders character getting shot at Christmas. All I wanted was a nice Christmas episode, and now Phil Mitchell was dead. Honestly, he might actually be dead, to be honest, because he was like the big antagonist of everything like revolved around him. He was like, he's the equivalent. Phil Mitchell was like the equivalent of Pain in Naruto. Like, or maybe more likely, is kind of a little bit like Orochimaru. Phil Mitchell was Orochimaru from Naruto. In that there was always bad things happening, but it always somehow came back round to Phil Mitchell. Thinking about EastEnders makes you want to jump off a bridge and not a small bridge either. Don't you like live next door to where they film EastEnders? If you live down in the London area, aren't you like? Don't you? Isn't that just what life is like down there?
A já się skoro ujedu.
Worst Christmas for their whole life.
Ik schoot.
Tom.
Hoe ging niet? Past die in de auto op wel?
Oh.
En zo met nap.
Someone in the chat up top there just said it's not scope glint, it's virgin flare. Main site. I don't want holographic, that's a boring type of site. Anyone who likes hollow sites is wrong. It's red dot all the way. Oh. Hold off on a silencer, I don't need a suppressor. It's cool to have them, but it's not really too helpful. Just spawn in this random boat. But no, I always hated when EastEnders came out. There's also things like Coronation Street, although I believe Coronation Street may have finished by now. I'm not too sure, but I know nothing about that. Actually, I don't know if I ever said hi to you, Visfery. I don't know if I saw you come in earlier, or if this was the first time you said it. But yeah, it's like the other... I'm trying to think of another one. Did I just die? There was also, Australia had a few that came out of it. I think Home and Away is something that came out of Australia, and Neighbours. I'm just gonna die in. If anyone's heard of Neighbours, that's a soap opera. Also shit. In fact, I think Neighbours is like one of the longest running things to ever come out of Australia. I think Neighbours has been going since Australia was a penal colony, to be honest. Yeah, try fight me. But you can't. Hold me in your arms. Don't let me go.
Help!
Right, I'll respawn. I never watch any TV, especially like things like soap operas. The last time I used to watch like cartoons until I was far too old. Yeah. Things are happening. Oh, who's dying? Who's dying and what are they dying for? If you're dying, you better be dying for a cause. I don't want anyone dying just for the fun of it. Last night while I was playing, someone, one of my squad members spawned on me, looked me in the eyes, and then threw a grenade in a hole and jumped on it. I don't know. There was a moment where I was looking at him dead on the ground, just like, what have you done?
De driver uit een andere heli.
Is he speaking German? Probably. Maybe he's speaking. Maybe he's speaking like Swiss or something. What language do they speak in Switzerland? Is there a Swiss language, or do you just speak like German? I kind of imagine like Swiss people would speak like a less aggressive version of German. German and French, or France. Maybe they speak France. There's Swiss German, French, and Canto Roman. It's too many languages. Just choose one and stick with it. Just choose English. We don't need any language. English has managed to take over the world, and I expect it to stay taking over the world. That's the sort of thing that a British geezer says. British geezers are always racist. But they will always say that they're not racist. That's a way of spotting a geezer. The number of times that they say that they don't like something and then have to explain that they're not racist. Don't like immigrants, I don't. Not racist though, just don't like them. You know, that kind of thing. Just gonna do this. I think we should have an Ender Spread soap opera. I don't know why I've still got soaps in my head. I don't care about them. Ha! I yoinked it. I yoinked the kill. It is me. I am the yoinker. El Yoinko. That's what I'm called. Ow, 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 ow. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. I'm a fragile little boy. Oh, they're dead. No, they're not. Oh, they are, but they weren't. Come on, help me. What's that? Oh, there's also there's a big. Is that a big boy tank up there? Oh, well, not tank, but PTR.
Oh.
Or is that friendly? I think it was friendly. If I can. Oh no. I don't know. Not important. So I don't want to go to the cabaret with me. You know what I was thinking? You know, I recently learned what cabaret was. I've heard of it in the past. If anyone needs to know, cabaret is this is a tangent, but trust me, it makes sense in my own head. Cabaret is a form of entertainment where you people will dance and perform for you while you eat and drink or whatever. Big in France, I think, at one point. I've come to the conclusion that Twitch streaming is just a modern form of cabaret, because people will watch you while, you know, eating and drinking and hanging out, and you know, they're not people. It's not like you're going. You don't let you go to a Twitch stream like you would a bar. You go there for entertainment, which is basically what you do for cabaret. You go there. I mean, yeah, I'm not feeding you or like that, but if you go to a stream like a German stream, or like the people who actually do put on performances, streaming is a modern day version of cabaret. Sure. That's the sort of thing that I think of in my spare time. I look up the definition of what I see a YouTube video, which is like how that famous French cabaret place, how that spends so much money on costumes, and then I go, what's cabaret, halfway through the video. You don't have to agree with me. You can tell me to shut up. You can say shut your mouth.
Oh, I can feel the impact.
You could tell me. You could say maybe you should have slept for 24 hours today. I think I might occasionally, while streaming, just so I know that I don't have to. You know, we were talking about earlier how sometimes I can stream just for the sake of streaming. I think what I should do is partway through my streams, or make my streams just make the quality good enough to watch, but not good enough for me to edit, and then I don't have to edit it. Just make it awful. Nah, it hasn't stopped me actually. I've edited some streams that were awfully quality in the past. Alright. So, oh, there's a fucking enclave. Wait, it's still...
Help us, help us!
It's still alive!
Instant. When instant dood.
I got you.
Little Bok, help us, fuck.
I'm here.
Thank you, brother.
Little Bok is here to suck your... Never mind.
You are the best.
Get on the minigun. The machine gun.
Go.
It's BTR over there. Enemy over here? Do I have a C4? I think I do. Oh, that's friendly. Never mind. Oh, that's not. I'm the littlest of the box.
I got you too, bro.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna heal myself.
That's it, sorry.
Up. Up. Was it? Oh. Here you go. Show us your muff. No. It's unshaven, it's unsightly. I haven't got anything. The only thing I was hoping that I could bring some up to be like, hey, here, look, here you go. I ain't got anything. I haven't got anything. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. You come to me for the highest level of entertainment, and I can't provide it to you. Shit. Never mind. Let's pretend that didn't happen and go on with my day. You don't need to. I didn't kill myself on an enemy claymore. You're fine. If I just pretend like it didn't happen, no one needs to know.
Dat ik vlieg.
There you go. Have some health. Young. Oh, stop dying.
Just over died.
Alright. I don't want to just be the fucking house healer for these people. I'm leaving. I don't like... Oh, game's over, I think. Unless I am. No, it is. So many times the game, I feel like the game slows down and I think it's the game ending. And I'm not too sure if it is just me like going insane or whatever. Wait, who won? Who lost? I think it was the enemy team. I think we lost. Yeah, we did. Only just, really. I enjoy this game, and it's not just because I'm not too bad at it.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
I should have redeems. That's just like the whole song just in different redeems. They just grab you. Yeah, look. Give me your money. I should have like a cutout for I should have a cutout of like an audience in front of me. I think actually what would be cool is to have the ability for everyone to vote on sound effects, but I just have like a laugh track sound effect. So it's like everyone can vote whether or not a laugh track plays at one point or not. That'd be the sort of thing that's great 90% of the time, and then the one time when I forget to turn it off when I need to have a serious conversation, and it's like, oh yeah guys, turns out my house is being repossessed and my dog just died, and also I got hit by a car on the way home from work, and it's just the laugh track just going crazy. Is this aisle again? No, it ain't. Just gonna get in this guy's thing. He might not go to the front line with him being in a BTR, but still. You know, the other day when I made my face cam into a crosshair, that was I had that. That was on the screen for a long time. Like, I'm working through that stream currently to see what I can make a video out of. I didn't realize that was on screen for like half the stream, and the other part of the stream is like nothing. Alright, let's just let me out. Oh wait, I'm pressing the wrong one. I was pressing the B key. This isn't really too helpful because I don't know if we can capture it from up here. Meow! Oh. Oh, they're friendly. Sorry.
Hello, brother.
Wee. Nice. Don't know. Someone else's problem. Nothing wrong with. No, they won. I think that, you know, as long as it was enjoyed at the time, which it was, and that's all that matters. It was just one of those things. I just didn't realize how long it was on screen for as well. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. I wasn't disappointed in it. It was just that I forgot when looking through the video. I was like, this was like, because I forgot during the stream that it was up there. And I was like, this is. If anyone came in and saw that, they would have no idea what was going on with it. I've got a fucking horsecock song stuck in my head now. There's no cock like horsecock.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
Junge, er hat Schild einfach da.
Sorry, I don't speak Italian. Horsecock in my head, yeah. You've never had, you know, you've never had the uncontrollable thoughts of horsecock. How do I need to help him? It's a grenade! Shit. That was Germany's boy, he's just chilling in there. Ah. Oh, right, I ain't got any ammo.
Get me.
Alright, reload. Hope this guy doesn't bleed to death. I just got crazy deja vu for some reason, and I don't know why. I'm afraid. I'm not going up there just yet. I need to my gun out first. Now I'm gonna go up. Let me up. It's alright. I've changed my mind. I'm going over here instead. Boy howdy. There appears to be a fella in that there room.
Guys, please resurrect. Oh my god.
My head just got blown off. I do actually quite like the Scar H in this. I'm not usually a big fan of it in a lot of games, but it's quite good in this. It's got the it has the power of the AK-15, which is the gun that I had been using up until this point, which is very good, very powerful. Does a lot of damage, but has quite a lot of kick to it, and so it can be quite annoying to use. There's so much shit going on. There's a grenade! Come back over here.
Let's do the brain.
Can I go for it here? No, I can't. Ah! What's that an emote of zombie? It's like a mudkip. Everyone's favourite Pokemon, Mudkip. I did use like Mudkip. I was a water type aficionado. I was. Every time a new Pokemon game came out, I'd be straight to the water types. Well, for the starters. In the later games, when trying to play the the later Pokemon games, I realized how much I don't like new Pokemon because I would never use any of them. I'd always just go and try and find the old Pokemon. Ah. Apart from, actually no, in Sword and Shield. In Sword and Shield, there was a Pokemon that was what's it called? Like an apple pie Pokemon. Spawn. There was an apple pie Pokemon which I really liked in Sword and Shield. There was this, you had, depending on, I think it was depending on which version you had, or maybe it wasn't, maybe it was just depending on how you evolved it. But it was like a little dragon, it was like this worm in an apple, and when you evolved it, it would evolve either into this like fat apple pie thing, or this like this lanky like lizard dragon, snake dragon thing. And I did not like I didn't know about I didn't know about the other version, but I did know I did hear about the apple pie one, and I love him. And he's like the best part of Sword and Shield. But the only good thing to come out of Sword and Shield. I can't remember what it's called though, unfortunately, because I didn't like it that much. The apple elephant from the new Mario game. They are just they have just found a way to market the original Mario Bros. Wii again. they've been marketing like new Super Mario Bros. For the DS. They've been repackaging it and remarketing it for the past like 20 years. Like, it's impressive that they've managed to milk that for so long. I know it's probably different. I'm being a bit exaggerating, but it's like every time that a new game comes out, it just kind of looks the same as new Super Mario Bros. Wii or whatever. Ow! Ah, that scared him. I don't know. I feel bad that he didn't kill me. he had to jump on me as well. Oh no.
Oh my.
There, it seems like this one has more content though. Normally it's like 1 or 2 power-ups and new thingy. In the Wii, the new thingy was moving parts and certain go through secret areas. I know they usually add things, but I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it's gonna sound wrong and probably not exactly how I mean it when I say it just feels a bit lazy. Because when they made Mario Odyssey, they hit it on the head. They hit the nail bang on the head and made a great game. And it's like, you just do that. You know, they made Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2, and they're both great games. They made Super Mario Sunshine, which is a great game. All within the it's like when they're like, oh shit, we haven't got a Mario game for this next quarter or these next couple of years. Quick, let's just repackage Mario Bros. Wii. I can understand. Like, it's pretty hard to top Odyssey. And I don't mind 2D Mario games. I will say that I don't mind them. I had a lot of fun. Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. For the DS was a very good game. But that was the first one of the Mario of that style. If you exclude, you know, the original Super Mario Bros. So it's like I like him. It just feels a little bit cheap.
We're being shot at right now.
Oh, it's that squad chat. Okay. There you go. It's the first new Mario 2D game in 10 years. Where'd he gone? Oh, he's disappeared into the fog. He got Silent Hilled. I personally have been... I like the Nintendo Switch. I'll be honest. I like it. But I don't think it as being as amazing as it could be. I think they have not. I think that Nintendo's idea of superior games on inferior hardware. I think the idea of that has lost its edge. That used to be true, and I think nowadays it's just a little bit. I don't know. It's a bit kind of. It's an outdated idea. I loved Breath of the Wild, and I'm sure I would really like Tears of the Kingdom, the Zelda games, but I can't get past the unstable frame rate. That's the biggest problem for me in those games, and it's the same in all Switch games. Well, all main Mario Odyssey I think suffered from it, maybe to a lesser extent because Odyssey was a genuinely good game and I loved it. But I don't think that the Switch is as amazing as people make it out to be. I really wanted to like Breath of the Wild. Like, I wanted it to be up there in my favorite Zelda games, but I don't know if I could put it up there. Maybe it's just the style of game as well. It's not my kind of thing. I much prefer the original Zelda games, like the Twilight Princess and it's not one of the originals, but you know, I much prefer that style where it's just like I thought there was a guy coming around the corner.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happens.
Don't worry, it's war.
You're mine now.
Oh no. I didn't want it to be that kind of war.
Well, you're captured by the Russians. You know what's gonna happen.
No, I don't know if I can look at this.
Maybe not. If we get there in time.
What do you mean in time? Where are you taking me?
Oh, a long way.
Oh no.
You're going to the gulag, my friend.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No,
you're
fuck,
going to
not
the
another
gulag.
one.
Oh, fuck.
Mother! No! Don't shoot at me, man.
Okay. That was something. I was genuinely afraid that he was gonna do something that I couldn't show on Twitch. And I was like, well, I could, you know, he was gonna say something that I was gonna be like, oh shit. You see, I was scared for a second there. Luckily, the sweet embrace of death saved me from the gulag. Oh, permabanned for going to the gulag. Dun 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 dun. Oh shit. But yeah, Oh. I think that that you can't with a lot of the games on the Switch. So a lot of them, don't get me wrong, I haven't played that many. I've only played a few because I don't really play games on the Switch that much. I don't really play console games too much. Especially Nintendo games are always really expensive, so I don't really like buying them. But you can't. People, for whatever reason, get really defensive about. People get really defensive over Nintendo nowadays. Which, you know, it's fine to be. It's fine to be, it's fine to have things that you like. But I just kind of think that people should be allowed to criticize Nintendo. yet no one ever does. And it's like, I'm fine with the game, I'm fine with how Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom look like, but I'm not fine with the inconsistent frame rate. I asked for, like, a solid 30. I would take a solid 30 over what I have, and what they give is not solid 30. You go into a new town, it lags. You go, a bomb goes off, it lags. You drop something on the floor too hard, it lags. And it's like, just fucking, for 1 second, can I have a stable frame rate? Seems you get hate crimed if you say anything about it. I know. Because, you know, I think that that's the grenade. Did I? Oh, fine. Yeah, I think that graphics don't make the game. You know, I'm not so modern gamer that I think graphics are important. I'm playing this. I think this is the best game to come out this year. You know, but it's stable. You know, it doesn't lag. There's the game functions perfectly. The graphics get across everything that you need to have gotten across to you. My phone just vibrated. Yeah, so it's fine. The problem with Nintendo games is modern Nintendo games is that they don't have a stable frame rate. I'm not like a crazy PC gamer for wanting at least a stable 30. You know, Ocarina of Time had a stable 60 back in 1997. You know, it's not hard.
Come to me, please.
I think. I think it was 97. I don't know. Majora's Mask came out in 98. Ocarina of Time did. It ran at 60. Games back in the day ran at 60. All right, you might be right. Actually, it was.
Oh my god, I'm idiot.
Old 2D games ran at 60, but you'd like a stable frame rate, wouldn't you, little boy? I know the old game, but the thing is, the thing is that I'm pretty certain that old games did used to run at 60. I know that, like I said, old 2D games did. I think back when we were still working with pixel sprites and the like, those games ran at 60, I think. As much as they didn't look like it, I think they did. Ow, 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 ow. The game, I'm just saying, I know that the frame rate of games used to be a whole lot better, but there was also a whole lot less going on. Which, you know, it's like fair enough. Yeah, it's just like I'm right now. I've been getting a constant. I haven't dipped beneath like 100 frames during this.
Come to me, guys. Come to me, come to me.
Dun, 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 dun. I want to find out what frame rate Ocarina of Time ran in. Ocarina of Time. That's frame rate. Okay, so it's actually 20 frames a second. Ocarina of Time is 20, but according to that one sentence I read, it reads 60 inputs a second. So you see 20, but it's reading 60, I guess. Reframe rate. But I will say, my point still stands that Ocarina of Time had a stable frame rate, or had what felt like a stable frame rate. It doesn't have to have a stable frame rate. I will phrase it to that then. I don't want it. It doesn't need to be stable. It just needs to appear stable. You know, my frame rate right now isn't stable, but that's because I'm not dipping beneath 100 frames, and so I'm not noticing. Same with Pokemon games, but Pokemon games just look disgusting nowadays. That's not a frame rate issue. I have much bigger issues with Pokemon games nowadays than just what it looks like, than just its frame rate. Off. Put a grenade over there. I'm bleeding. There's also a guy just below us, I think. I don't know if he's trying to climb up the cliff somehow. I might get out. There's too much stuff and it's not optimized. The problem with newer games is there's too much stuff and it's not optimized. The new COD game is 200 gigabyte. Well, I think the problem with modern games, like, yes, don't get me wrong, there's definitely some inefficiencies there. The problem with a lot of new games, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but it's because graphical fidelity is getting up. What takes up the most space are textures and audio. That is most likely the two biggest things that are in any game. And so I think that is why games get really big. And the way to reduce that, the reason that happens, sorry, is because when you this fifth time you've made me die. Don't worry about it. It's not you. Shut up. Don't take credit for me dying. But no, it's because when you download a game, you have to download every texture. And games nowadays are being made to be ran with 8K in mind. You know, no one's going to be playing at 8K, but there are the few people out there who do have the systems to be able to play in 8K. And so everyone has to download the 8K textures, even if you don't have an 8K ready system. You know, and 8K files are huge. An 8K ready, an 8K texture is massive, and every file has to have an 8K version of it. Some games get around that by having you only download the textures that you want to use. War Thunder does that. War Thunder has a few different ways of downloading. You can have just the standard download, which does up to 1080p. Then you can have the 4K textures, and then I think you may even be able to go up to higher than that, if that's what you're able to do. There's no reason for, like, the average person to download it, and you can see the huge difference it makes. Like, the base download of War Thunder is like 47 gigabytes, which is a reasonable amount, I think, for a game. Nowadays, that is. Whereas if you go full into it and get the highest ones, it's like 150 gigabytes. So that's the main problem, I think. And like I said, audio files, but you can't really do much. If you want good sounding audio, there's not much you can do there. You can compress it. Some games will use uncompressed audio, which will be a problem, but thanks. Yeah, it's like I was downloading, like I mentioned, Microsoft Flight Simulator. That is poorly optimized as shit to download, and I thought it might be one of my own problems, but I happened upon the Flight Simulator subreddit earlier, and someone who was new to it was asking, like, is this normal? And they're like, yeah, that's just what it does. And some people like claim that it's like the Microsoft anti-refund measures. So if it takes too long to install, you can't refund it, which probably isn't the reason, but it definitely helps them. You know. But yeah, so that for example is 122 gigabytes. which isn't that isn't that much. 122 gigabytes isn't that much, and especially because of how good the game looks. I would say that if you're someone who doesn't play many games and you're into flight simulators, 122 gig not that bad. World of Warcraft is probably not too far off that, really. I don't know actually, but you know. But I don't need the 4K textures. I don't need all the extra faff and stuff that I don't need. I don't need textures for every plane because I'm not going to use all of them. I'm going to use the F-18 and the 747 and nothing else. And I'm going to crash them 6 times and never play the game again. You can't fit 10 modern games. Sorry, you can't fit 10 modern games on your games SSD. The 1 terabyte SSD goes specifically for games. Yeah. I've got a number of games, but I haven't got many modern games. In terms of like in terms of games that have just come out, you know, yeah, it's like just typically big games. I do like only have Flight Sim at the moment and World of Warcraft, but that doesn't count. That game's ancient. Warzone is like 200 gig or in 2. What? They're just packing it with shit. Like they just do. They've just. It's like when old game cartridges used to require all the space to be filled, and so developers, once they'd finished the game, would just fill the extra space with shit, just random pictures of dogs and things like that, or like hidden Easter eggs and things that people find years later and are like, "What is this? It must mean something." And it's like, nah, we just didn't want to leave the cartridge unfilled. There is no way that Warzone as a base game is any bigger than 50 gigabytes. The rest of that is just all like Blizzard Activision's it's like Blizzard and Activision's fucking legal papers about how they're getting done for diddling people and being knobheads. I think is it still Blizzard and Activision, or did they separate? I can't remember. I can't remember if those two are still working together.
We meet again.
Apparently it's 50% on consoles and 20 to 30 on PC. You have to start the download at 150 gig. Sometimes you do download more than you actually use. I don't really understand how it works, but sizes are different. It's weird. Games are getting bigger, but like hard drives. To be fair, hard drives are getting cheaper. You know, it's much cheap. You can get a lot of hard drive space for relatively cheap nowadays. But I don't really think that. I don't really know if accessibility to them is getting there, if that makes sense. You can very easily get one. Don't get me wrong, but I mean like. When I bought, all right, these guys just give up with that. Sure. Like I've got a 2 terabyte. I've got a 2 terabyte SSD in my computer, and that just holds everything, you know. But my computer doesn't have space for HDDs. Like whoever built my computer built it without HDD space. I could plug it in, obviously. They've probably got space on the motherboard, but. There isn't a slot. There isn't like trays or slots to hold HDDs. On my old computer, I bought an extra HDD. I think, just for the sake of it, just because it was cheap. I was like, I'd buy another one. Why not? I didn't have anywhere to put it. I just rested it on the floor of the computer case. I just put it on the floor. But it's like, yeah, I don't have. If I wanted to upgrade my my storage space, I'd have to get a new PC case or get a bigger SSD. But they get pretty expensive pretty quick. They're much cheaper than they was, but than they were, but they're still pretty expensive. I've got about currently because of just because of the way, because I have everything together. Of my 2 terabytes, I have about 200 gigabytes of space left on my computer at the moment. Somewhere between 2 and 300. TF2 streams just stopped reminding you that the summer update isn't here yet. It's weird that the summer update hasn't showed up yet. It's like halfway through summer and they're still getting winter cases. It's €40 for a 1 terabyte M2. I don't know what I'm not up to date with compute. What does M2 mean? Is that just the type of thing? Air and small, okay. I have a like a straight plug into the motherboard. Okay, I think that might be what I have. It's just like it just looks like a little chipboard, a little just little board that you sort of like slot onto it. Like you screw it. I don't fucking know. I didn't build my computer. I bought it. I went to a website that builds computers. And I was like, I want that one, please. And they went, all right, here you go. The tank get destroyed? Yeah, it did. I went to a computer man, gave the computer parts and told him, computer man, computer this computer. Oh mighty computer man and your magical ways. Create me a computer that'll last me for days. Nah, I got there's a all my computers have come from a website called Overclockers, which is a UK-based company. They sell individual parts, and you can build your computer from the ground up by selecting all the parts you want. But I just kind of go with one of their sort of pre-made ones and change anything about it I don't like. The only problem with doing that is that obviously you get the extra. I looked up. I did look. I was gonna say the problem with doing things like that is that you have to pay for like the work that they put into it and things. Which you can, if you build it yourself, you can get it for cheaper. But I did actually look at how much it was gonna. When I got this last computer, I was like, how much would it cost just for all these individual parts, and then how much would it cost to have them build it? And I was like, the amount was negligible for the sake of getting a new computer.
Point.
There you go. I know, but it also just means that you get it on like warranty or whatever, and so if anything goes wrong, you can send it back and be like, "Oi, fix it, computer man, fix my computer and make it work." The internet stopped working on it. Oh, dodge that. Oh. Computers are cool. But like, I don't understand really. I do, but I don't. Is what I don't understand are when people put a lot of time and effort into making a computer that just looks great. My computer is currently under my desk. I'm currently kicking it with my feet. It has a glass side to it, so you can see inside it. And all you can see is just like a 3-inch layer of dust on everything. The glass itself is covered in dirt because I rub my feet on it all the time. That's great. It's got like a green light in it that just looks disgusting. It has lights on the fans that used to look alright, but have kind of just look a little bit tacky now. I think if I had like one of the like a crazy water cooled system, that has like the water reservoir and all sorts. I think that would be all right. But you know, I've seen some people that have like their entire computer submersed in mineral oil. Like he's like, no cooling for me. I'll just have mineral oil. I'll submerge the entire thing in cooling fluid. Which sounds great until, you know, you have to change it. You throw like bits of potato in there and have a... throw bits of potato in there and fry your chips. So when you think about Bread's rubbing his feet on you... Yes. I'm currently slowly and sensually sliding my foot up and down you. Does that excite you? Won't that keep the heat in? Probably. I don't know. I'm not a computer expert. Some things are better left unsaid. You started it. You started it and I finished it. I'll just spawn you. What? Anything cool to add? No. Oh, that's actually a nicer skin than what it starts with. I think. I'm gonna put that on. You finished it too, so here we are. Please, I just said pre-select spawn point. It's not what I meant to say. I'm just gonna run. There's no reason for me to spawn on him. I could have just waited and spawned over here on these guys. I'm just wasting everyone's time. You have my most humble and heartfelt apology. I've got some Oreos on my desk here. I haven't eaten them in years. As in, I haven't had Oreos in years. These Oreos have been on my desk for about 2 hours. What was that? I want to see what this buzz was on my phone. Is there anything that needs to be done or dealt with? This? What buzzed? It wasn't Discord. I don't like it on my phone buzzers, and I don't know what it is. Is it a text? No. What was it? Never mind. It's fine. Oh, it's been on my desk for 2 years. Hey, do you wanna know what I did last night? Me and my friend were playing this, or we were about to play this. And me and my friend were about to play this. And he got a text from a number he didn't recognize. And so he so it was, you know, it was reading it, was like, I trying to figure out who it was from. And I thought, while he was doing that, I thought it would be funny to send him a message myself via text. To be, just, you know, as you do when you play games and there's like a direct messaging or messaging feature, you send your friends messages, just joking about. Even if you're talking to them over Discord, you'd still have a bit of fun. So I decided to send him the message, "Hey big boy, you up?" To what I assume was his phone number, because I'm not going to tell you what his name is, but I have a number in my phone just under the name Greg. Yeah, that's not his name. That's just a made-up name for this. I just have the name Greg, which I assume was him. So I send that number, "Hey big boy, you up?" And he never mentioned it, and he hasn't brought it up, and he didn't reply, and I have no idea who I sent that message to. I don't know who that was. And I was like, is that an old work colleague? Is that someone from my college days? Who did I send that message to? They haven't responded. And I'm a little bit scared. Because the only person I can think of it being is an old work colleague who was a rather staunch Christian. Who just out of nowhere just got a message from presumably me saying, "Hey big boy, you up?" And so I went to bed terrified last night that I'm going back to base, aren't we? Because I've stayed in this for too long. Never mind. I think I might. Are there any vehicles here? Yeah, there are. I'll just get my own. There we go. So yes, I've potentially just harassed a random person, and I'm a little bit scared. We'll see. If we're lucky, the number doesn't belong to anyone. But yeah. And I can't ask him because that would defeat the point of the joke. I can't say, "Hey Greg, did you get that number? Did you get that text?" Because it would defeat the point, and the joke is ruined at that point. But then it's like, well, what if he knows? What if he got the text and he's just refusing to tell me? He's refusing to be like, he's refusing to play along. Which is something that I believe he would do. So that's what that random text was that you got. Don't dox me. Don't tell everyone my phone number. Actually do, because no one texts me. I want to feel like people want me. I want to feel wanted. Text me. Dox me. That sounds like something that a content creator begging for attention would do. They'd create a fake doxing scandal where they dox themselves just to get people to like them. To get people to send them gold bullion. Shit. If ever I make a PO box, I want everyone to send me gold bullion. I want to obtain the world's, the majority of the world's gold through a PO box. Does anyone else hate the color gold? Am I just weird for thinking that? But in moderation, it's fine. You send a silly little combustible device. In a tube, perhaps. A pipe may be said. I would send you a lit Molotov. When did I switch into this class? Whatever, it's fine. Play with this. I do like the idea of having a PO box. Because no, I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's a waste of money and a waste of everyone's breath. But I mean, the idea of when you get to a certain size, just having a PO box and be like, "Hey, send me just shit. I don't care what." Because you always just get absolutely unhinged things sent to you, and it's like, I want a collection of random unhinged items. I want a comedically timed lit stick of dynamite. I want a bag of anthrax. I want a hand grenade with the pin removed and the lever held on with an elastic band. I want to open it up and find someone's amputated, desiccated left testicle, you know. Just think about the content. There we go. Now to switch back to the good class, because the only good classes are engineer and medic. But even then, I don't really like. So no, we're playing at sort of medium ranges, so I'm gonna stick to this to medic. I don't like playing assault because I like being able to heal myself.
Thank you.
Alright. It's like 30 quid a month to get a PO box. I can understand, but I can understand. You know what's actually something that I thought about? I just thought about is, what if, yeah, you have a PO box, and people have PO boxes so you don't have to give out your address to viewers, yeah? What if a viewer just happened to slip a little GPS tracking device in their package? I know that's like, at that point the person doing that is a lunatic and shouldn't be, you know, shouldn't be taken seriously in any sense, but like, they've still done it. Like, you have to be a special level of crazy to do that, but I would say that that's not impossible. Like, what do you do? There's nothing you can do at that point, it's too late, you know. So yeah, AirTags are pretty easy to come by, and it's like, you start off being like, oh yeah, don't, you know, this isn't my address, this is a PO box, just send it, so if you want to send me shit, send it there, and then it ends with people outside your house. And all because you wanted someone to send you gold bullion by post. I want to get sponsored by bullion by post. That's another one of the random another random thing to just have pop up on screen. Sponsored by 7-Zip, Tesco, Asda, and Bullion by Post. I don't really like, you know, ad reads and things on YouTube, but one thing I don't like is when people are sponsored by the company Masterworks, because that just seems like a huge scam. If you don't know, Masterworks is a kind of like an investing thing where you can pay to own a portion of a piece of art, whether that's audio like a song or whether it's like an actual physical piece of art. Not like in an NFT kind of way, but also kind of actually sort of in an NFT kind of way if you think about it. And I see it's only on like it's on the, I'd say that the more mainstream stuff that I'd watch, not like gaming videos or whatever. It's usually on things like videos relating to like architecture and things, and only on the bigger channels. Every time someone does a Masterworks sponsorship, it's never, so it happens so frequently, it happens in such a way so frequently that I assume that it's just part of the contract when doing an advert for them. But there's never a cut-off when it's like, alright, and now a word from our sponsor. It's always, every time, it just, they find a way to naturally lead into it. It's like, I don't mind that. I'm not a child, you know? I know when I'm being advertised to. You know? The whole point you have that kind of thing is, you have people saying, and now a word from our sponsor. You have that because of advertising laws to children. You know, because you're not allowed to, you've got to do certain things. But it's always like you're just watching a video about, you know, why the Burj Khalifa is the greatest thing on the planet, and it will just there would always be a seamless transition into it, and I'm like, this doesn't. Oh, he's down. He's down there. Oh, you dead. So, if ever you hear me do, if you're out there, Masterworks, you know, marketing team, fuck you. Unless you're going to give me a lot of money to say very few words, in which I welcome you with open arms. I am easily swayed by money. Thank you. I'm a greedy, greedy man. I feel like that I say that I'm greedy. I've never, as many times as, sorry. I say that I'm greedy, yet for the number of times that Stream Elements is like, hey, you've got a sponsorship with your name on it, I've never even done that. So I'm not that greedy that I would try and advertise to an average of 4 people. Why is he in the middle of an aerodome? Why is he in, what is he playing in? He's in the middle of an aircraft hangar. There we go. Ow! People are pretty accurate with those rockets. It's immersive, I know. Going up here. I don't know why they're all hanging out in that corner. They're in a little rave or something. I don't know. I'm scared. Terrified.
It's okay, I've got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's get away. How kind. You can, if you know where the driver is in those things, you can shoot them out. Or the gunner, sorry. I'm glad that those
fun.
No. I'm glad that even those Humvees, I think in the real world probably would have bulletproof glass in the windows. Yeah, in this they're like, no, you can just shoot through them. It makes it very nice. I can smell something on fire. Hope that's not the house. Hope that is. Hope that's just next door smoking. Because I'm not prepared for a fight. Yeah, the other day when I was trying to strip wallpaper off the walls, we have in our hallway, we have a smoke detector, a smoke alarm. I never knew it worked until I was steaming the walls to try and remove wallpaper, and it just started going off, and I had no idea what was making the noise. I thought there was like a car outside reversing. I was like, oh, that works. I thought that we've just been living. We don't have any smoke alarms. So that's the only one we have, and I'm pretty certain. It's not meant to be making that. I thought it was turned off. I love that that's my most intense thing I've done this couple of weeks. I still haven't finished. I still haven't finished doing it. My mum this morning was like, you know, you can paint the halls whenever you feel like it, you know. I keep putting it off. I think I might do it tomorrow. I've got a very mundane life currently. I just kind of spend every day going from one day to the next. Can you actually spawn further back? Oh, you can. Oh, that poor person spawning back there.
Hello?
Oh, the Animal Crossing villagers are here.
I don't like
What?
I'm not.
What?
and music.
I'm scared. I'm scared about anything that could come out of this.
I think they will mute everyone like in PUBG. Suka blöd. Huh? Ich bin der Hui, my friend.
Alright, so I want to get away from them. I don't like that. Yeah. Hey. I just had a sunburst. Sorry, the thought of the song Erica just came into my head, and I don't know why, and now I'm scared. It sometimes just creeps in, and I don't know why. I'm bleeding. Let's make sure this is still here. I don't know if set piece cars can be destroyed. I think they can. No, yeah, they can, because I've seen the vehicles drive through them. Ow, 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 ow. Who did that? You're alive. Good, good. Don't have to heal you. No, 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 no. I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside... Oh, he's up on the roof. That's where he is. And there's still a guy in there. Just run. Just run. Run, 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 run. Don't stop running. Don't stop moving. Never stop moving. No, don't hurt me. I'm bleeding. I need to heal. Don't you worry, I can heal myself. There we go. You reviving? I think he is. Yeah, he is. Good, good. Does not require me to do it.
Oh my god, help me!
Look, friendly. I'm just getting over eager and shooting anything. Took his helmet off. There's a little bit of lag there. Took a while for the bullet to hit him. My brain, no, that was my brain lagging that time. Alright. Just run up. That wasn't lag, that was just pure unadulterated skill. There you go. So, I'm heading for Venus.
I'm fucking dying, man. I don't die.
Feel is so well.
Hey, yo, what?
Guys, let's try to keep defending C2, because once we're all pushing to B1, they're gonna try to get C2.
Thanks, Edward Snowden. Hi, Halo. I almost said sorry.
Allahu Akbar.
Alright. How's it going? I've died. And maybe we'll come back to Earth, who can tell? Right. Apart from just then. Apart from just then, when it was, you know, a moment of weakness. Have you noticed that I've been forcing myself not to sing as much?
Hey, what about me?
You just got to work. Also, you told me it sounds better in Arabic.
Fine, medic. I am.
It's racist, can't say
Man, why
that.
did you kill me, you motherfucker bitch?
Whoa, dude.
Ah!
That's radical.
What the fuck was that? This was a 1980s arcade game.
No!
Radical. Am I being taken? I'm gonna say no. Taken to the afterlife. Totally tubular, bro. Don't have a cow, man. The only kind of like cool kid slang that I know is from Simpsons.
Hold still.
Even then, I don't know much from that.
There you go, mate. Line yourself up.
Don't have a
Get out there.
bovine fellow. Oh, I love the Scar H. It's like everything. It's like the best rifle. Yeah, it can't make up for bad decisions, but it can definitely shine in a bad situation. Dancing is what you do. Dancing is what I think of you. Dancing's gonna fill my hole. Dancing's gonna make me bold. Why won't you? No. Oh, the building came down. I haven't really. It's hot. Why? What's Is it like, 26 degrees?
Getting angry.
It's actually been, luckily around here, like I mentioned the other week that it's really hot, but luckily it hasn't been too bad recently. It's been quite comfortable here. It's been a little bit bad, but it's not really, it hasn't been crazy. My friend said that it was apparently meant to hit 40.
Yeah.
One of my friends said it was meant to hit 40 degrees here, but it hasn't hit that yet. I thought you Americans are meant to be like really good at beating the heat. I thought that was like, the thing that Americans were known for is
Men down, men down.
is keeping cool in hot weather.
Damn, bro.
Dancing. You still complain about it. Well, stop complaining. It's the land of the free. And you're free to shut your mouth.
Guys, keep defending B1.
I'm not listening to him. Because I don't follow team. I don't follow orders from nobody. I'm my own independent man and I don't need no squad leader. That's why I'm not in the army anymore. Just because you're good at handling high heat doesn't mean you don't suck to deal with it. Nah. If you're not complaining, you're happy or something. I don't know. My brain stopped working the moment that I pressed the start streaming button today. I can't have a voice that goes that high. This game did not take
Oh my
long.
god, nicely done, guys.
This game took like 10 minutes. Decimated. I mean, I don't think I did. Yeah, no. Oh no, I was in the top like third. I think I was 51 and 2. Where are you, King Julian? Do you want to come and wait? No, it's not. I was gonna say, do you want to come and hug my feet? That's not what he says. That's what. Yeah, Julian isn't the one hugging the feet. God, 5 medics sucking his dick. Please, medics. I love you. I love you, medics. Medic, oh medic, wherefore art thou, medic? I feel like I had something in my head to say, and now it's gone. Can't be that important. You know, in this they have thermal imaging for one of the scopes you can get for your guns as a thermal imager, and it's awful. Like, I don't know how you're meant to use it, because it runs in 30 frames a second, so it runs at a lower frame rate, which does kind of make sense in terms of having you know, if it's a small one on the gun, it's not going to be like incredible. It runs in like 30 frames a second. It has a battery on it, so you can't use it all the time. The battery recharges, but it's still got one. And it just makes it incredibly hard to aim with. I shouldn't have sworn at the start of this.
Brains. Arigato, man.
Yeah. Wait for it to die down. I don't want to join them. I'm too embarrassed. I've heard what my voice sounds like on the other end of players on this, and it sounds horrible, and I never want to. I don't want people to hear that. Oh, that was a pointless room.
Let's go, monkeys.
I've heard when I've you know, on the odd occasion. Where am I going? Let's just keep going down the main street. We'll find the enemy eventually. Just follow the crowd. We're lemmings. Just follow the crowd until you die. That's the way that we go. That's one there.
Thank you, love.
Maybe. I'm not sure if that else. Gamers really are lemmings sometimes. We are. But that's what makes us special, is that we're able to, without any outside input, we're able to work together to achieve a greater good. The greater good. You know,
Hey man, how you doing?
the fucking governments spend billions to make sure that the populace does everything that they say that they want them to do. Gamers just do it by themselves. That was a sentence. That probably made sense. Here's a problem that I forget how my sentences start. So by the time that I get to the end of them, I feel like I've made no sense. All right. Oh, don't fall off. I feel like I saw an enemy run up these stairs. Probably did.
Out of the stairs.
What time is it? Okay. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna finish up soon. I'm just I've hit my point. I've hit my Alzheimer's point. That's the thing. You can say I have an Alzheimer's doing, but I've hit the point where that is where it's reached its peak. But once it hits its peak, it doesn't go down again. It just keeps going. There's a point. Is he still correct? Yeah, he is. Cheers, love. cavalry was here. The fuck did I just say? That's another cavalry was here. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm not known for being able to speak English. I'm known for being a idiot. What I'm saying is I peaked, yes. I peaked at the age like I peaked at like 4. I hit age 4. I got like a certificate for like 100% attendance at school. And then I haven't really gone anywhere since. Hi, Spotty. I understand. Stop coming to your room through the window at night. That's not me. Whoever that is isn't me, and you should call the police. You should be concerned. Honestly, even if it was me, you should probably still be concerned, and you probably should have called the police, because I would have been committing a crime in breaking and entering. That's dark bread. That's when I fall asleep, the demons take hold.
Fuck you, medic! I kill you! Fuck you!
I suppose not responsible for anything dark bread does.
Überall.
Dancing. Do I fly in through the window like in that episode of The Simpsons where Smithers has a dream about Mr. Burns flying in through the window and like embracing him or so? I don't know what happens in the rest of that episode. I just know that Smithers has a weird dream about Mr. Burns flying in through the window. There we go. Or do I like crawl in through a crack like a lizard? Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. I'm not a I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm not a public nuisance. Oh look, it's simple. Oh my god, is that the real simple? I'm a big fan. I really like the way that you shot the enemy in that competition. The real simple, playing with little old me in my little old game. What a world we live in, where I can play just casually with the likes of simple. What the fuck is simple? What? I have no idea what simple is.
I'm not rushing anymore. I'm dead.
Rush B! Oh wait, it's American thing.
Hemorrhage slips, mom. What? The fuck does that? What? What the fuck does that mean? Are you trying to use words that I've never have heard? I've heard of the word hemorrhage. Did I say hemorrhage or heritage? Heritage. Yeah, whatever. We all know my brain don't work too good. Oh. Oh wait, no, put the bandage away, you idiot. We got shooting to do. We got shots to fire. And unpaid interns to hire.
At least some of us realized you can walk around enemies.
Nah, I don't care about the repercussions of reviving him yet. Oh, I mean, enemy territory. I hate this game mode. Don't jump out the window. Also, kind of do. Where's the exit? I want to get out. I want to get out. Someone stop dying of blood loss or whatever. Oh no, we recaptured it. Never mind. The game just kind of. Never mind. Dancing.
Raven survived.
What the fuck? I do apologize if the stream hasn't been, you know, as high energy as my other ones have been in the past. That is not all of them. What are you doing? Stop stealing your foreskin. Listen, I have to make a wallet out of them. I'm using them to create a wallet. If you don't want me to steal it, stop regrowing it. Have you ever considered getting like you can like buy like foreskin regrowers. Like if you had it cut off as a young person for whatever reason and you want it, you can kind of like buy something that allows you to stretch it back out again. Pred the foreskin harvester. How much for a wallet? I mean, it takes a lot. It takes quite a few to make a wallet, so I would say, and it is you know, they're made to order, they're boutique, they're custom. 75 quid. It's 75 quid for a foreskin wallet. 140. 140 if you buy it with a phone case. You don't mind supporting small businesses. I'm a small boutique. It's like an old craft. There'll be a business inside story about me, about how I'm keeping this 400-year-old foreskin harvesting and crafting tradition alive. It's trying. These wallets may look a lot like they are made out of premium high-quality leather. But in fact, they're made from something a little bit different. These wallets are made out of foreskins. And it'll cut to me being like, oh yeah, foreskins are actually really good quality. They don't dry out ever. We just sort of lighten them up a little bit. It's a great thing. My granddad made foreskin wallets, and I'll make foreskin wallets. And I'll pass this on to my children. And then they'll go, first, they harvest the foreskins. I want inside a business to come and make a story about me. What's going on here? Dancing. Who the fuck just made a microwave noise? That was me, sorry. I accidentally turned my microwave on. I have a collection of microwaves in my room. So I can have numerous things cooking all at once. Oh, there wasn't stairs there. I was expecting there to be stairs there when I looked at chat. That guy. I think I found the microwave. It's Pickle. Play COD Mobile. Why COD Mobile specifically? You know what I don't get? Sorry, just on the idea of playing mobile games. There's a meow. Currently there's a like a PUBG mobile competition going on. And it's like, who plays PUBG? Well, first of all, who plays PUBG? But second of all, who's playing PUBG Mobile like so much to the point where you're playing it competitively? Unless PUBG Mobile is also on the computer somehow. But like, what was even weirder for me is that there was almost 2,000 people watching it on Twitch, and it's like, who cares? What? Who are the people? Who is it that's playing PUBG Mobile to the point where they've become professionals at it? Hi, Toasty.
Thank you a lot.
PUBG is fun when you've got and you get 3 of your friends to drive over people. I played it when it came out. I played it early on. It just kind of got. Oops, I'm pressing alright. It kind of got superseded by what's it called? It got superseded by Fortnite. It's great for the money I spent. I did not spend £9 on a VTuber concert. I did not go to that VTuber concert. It is that's libel, that is. That's nothing but libel. I would never. No, I did not. I did not go to the VTuber concert and watch a guy do this for 30 seconds and go, hey, oh, or whatever it is that he does. I would never. I don't support VTubers. Unless they're good, in which I do a little bit, but most of the time I don't really care. Show your face, but don't show anything at all. Nah, I'm just being controversial for the sake of it there. I got nothing against them. Not my thing though, is it? Although, you know, there was the other day Salty sent me a link to a VTuber sort of you could apply to become a VTuber. Salty was like, why don't you apply? To which I went, no. What do you mean, why I apply?
Okay.
I've got a horrible. I've got a horrible voice for being a VTuber. Oh, I was the one screaming with the VTuber review in his eyes. I assumed that was like, I assumed that was like a big thing in that. That's the only clip I've seen. I assumed that it was some random VTuber that's never shown their eyes before. Who was it? Who was this VTuber? Sorry, I never actually found out that. Because every time I see like a VTuber clip, it's a different VTuber. It's like, it used to just be like 3 people. It was like Gura, that dog girl.
They got you too.
And then that was it. That was only 2, but you know, they were like the only 2 that I knew of, and now there's fucking thousands of them. I wouldn't be getting so defensive if I didn't. I didn't go to the streamer concert, to the VTuber concert. That's weird. I'm not getting defensive. I wouldn't. Check DMs before the end of the stream, and the person who made Omar is a VTuber. Well, says a lot about Omar, doesn't it? Nah, I'm only joking. I know you like Omar, I've only been a dickhead. I'll check the... Am I getting revived? Oh, I am. Never mind. Dancing. Anything? Nope. Alright. Oh, never mind. What's in this DMs? What is that? Burger King's new offering in Thailand has no meat. It cuts off there, but I have seen an image, I think, of it. It was just like it was just a burger that wasn't. It was just like American cheese. It was just like 15 slices of that in between two buns. Looked horrid. Oh, it's 20, is it? Oh, forgive me. Shit. Surely you could just do that. Can't you just do it? You don't have to have a burger place. You can just go to McDonald's. Like, or maybe Burger King's different, but yeah, you go to McDonald's and just kind of ask for that. I eat boiled sausages. No. I don't eat boiled sausages. At most I eat them cooked in the oven, or my personal way of liking them is like one of those George Foreman grills, you know. I like it in those. I cook them till they're basically completely cooked all the way through, until you could just eat them, and then I cut them in half, and then I cook them like cut in half, and that's how you make them great. That's the endless bread sausage cooking tip. Here's a George Foreman. Oh, that was so close. That was so close.
Thank you. Let me understand.
Oh, poshy George Foreman. You don't have to use George Foreman. You could use an off-brand one as well. I can't remember what the name of them is. I bet I do my bi-weekly shop at Waitrose. No, but my dad does get some of my because like my dad buys all my food for me because I'm lazy. My dad does get some of that from Marks and Spencer's. So I did eat Marks and Spencer's food last night. So I'm not quite posh enough to go to Waitrose, but I'm posh enough to go to Marks. I'd definitely shop at expensive places if I, you know, if I had the money to. Posh bastard. I don't get everything from there. I will say that while I know that I'm not a posh person, a while ago when I was at college.
Sorry, I am engineer.
Tory.
Engineer gaming.
I'm not a Tory. I have voted once in my life, and I voted Labour. And then I realised that voting's a waste of time and it doesn't mean anything, and so I stopped. That's not the real reason, but I am too lazy to vote.
Rush B, my friend.
Давай парашим нахуй, блядь. Заебали нас уже, блядь.
I'm not down, Tad.
Let's go.
Never not Rush B, блядь.
I voted once, and I voted Labour. What do you mean I'm a Tory? No, fuck off. Don't agree with him. Don't agree that I'm a Tory. Can you have £10 to buy thigh highs? No. You don't need thigh highs. Just buy a Sharpie. Just buy a felt tip or something. You can go to like Ryman's or to Tesco or wherever you get your stationery from, and just buy a fucking felt tip. Sorry, just going to Ryman's make me too posh as well, because I'd go to a stationery store instead of just going to Tesco.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
We are going to make it. Trust me.
Things are exploding. Everyone's dead downstairs. I see dead people. There we go. They can heal each other. No. No, you can't have your thigh highs. Get a job.
One coming in.
Export to me, I get all my money from you. You're fine. You're the guy who runs Bread Corp Incorporated's finances. Da, da. You know, we're on hard times at the moment, though. We're running, Bread Corp Incorporated is running low on funds. I'm gonna have to start doing sponsorships from morally and ethically dubious companies. Get a job, says the streamer. But here's the thing, yeah. I don't claim that streaming is my job, so I'm not being a hypocrite. I suppose, what? Hey, the thing is with streaming though is that if you do make it big, you get like new money, and if you do it right, no one thinks you're a knobhead. You know, like how like billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, people who are like super rich, yeah, people hate them because they're horrible people. But you know, people hate rich people. If you've got millions and millions of pounds or dollars, people hate you, unless you're a content creator and you do it right, in which everyone goes, yeah, you deserve to have millions and millions of pounds. And so that's what I'm going to do. You just have to run a charity stream every now and then, and everyone goes, yeah, look how good he is. It's an infinite money glitch. Open a charity. It's an infinite money glitch. Stop it! Aww. I was about to get shot in the forehead. Bring over here. Bread Corp Incorporated. Steal from the rich to give to the poor. We also run off the steal from the poor to give to us rule, so it's kind of a lose-lose for everyone but us.
Fucking dead, man.
What's around? I'm gonna heal me. I wanna say no. Da 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 da. Everybody. Suck my dick and feel united. That guy dead or alive? Don't know. I don't want to play dead or alive beach volleyball. That sounds like a great game. This guy really wants to let me know that he's gonna help me. Don't hurt me. I'm fucking dying. Why am I so shit? What was that other message you sent me here? I haven't. Let me have a look. If you did, actually, you may have sent it into the Discord, into the main Discord. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm just late here. I don't know. Maybe I misread. I've checked actually. My phone never updates properly, so. Right. Oh, I'm fine. Everything's going well. I thought there were problems, but there's not. The only problems on me. I'm the problem.
Ammo, anybody?
I need to.
Get to do one, please.
Okay, never mind. You just want help. You've not sent anything since the Burger King. Okay, so I hallucinated that. It may have just been the Burger King thing that you sent, and my phone just took a while to actually update me on that. I'm living today. I am having a day. I drank 2 cups of coffee today and nothing else, so I'm very dehydrated, and quickly approaching a huge drop off, like even more than usual. We're gonna pull up with the "It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me" sad filter Snapchat stories. What? I do like people to know that I am the problem in all situations. I like to make people around me sad, you know, keep them hostage kind of thing. Keep people hostage in a metaphorical sense, because they're like, you know, oh, he's sad. If I leave, I'll make him sadder. Da 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 da. I think I'm gonna finish, and I mean stop streaming, not the other thing. I think I'm gonna head off and go and do whatever it is that I usually do when I finish streaming. I will be back unless something catastrophic happens, probably on Friday. But you never know. Something that isn't catastrophic might happen and I won't turn up. So we'll see. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have a wank after the stream. Hey, you know, you gotta reward myself, you know. I've got to be like, well done. You made it through another stream. I'm going. Thank you for watching and take care. I will see you later. Bye bye.